I kept getting the same mysterious note every Monday until one of them had my name on it. It started in a coffee shop. Every Monday morning, I'd sit at the same table by the window. Then every month, there was a tiny folded note underneath my coffee cup. The first one said, "Don't forget to look up today." I laughed. Probably a joke. The next Monday, another note. "Take the longer way home." The week after, "Say yes to something unexpected." I started keeping them. I didn't know who was leaving them, but somehow, the advice always seemed to appear at exactly the right moment. Then one Monday, there was no note. I checked under the cup. Nothing. I looked around the cafe. Nothing. For some reason, I felt strangely disappointed. Just as I was about to leave, the barista called after me. "Wait." She handed me an envelope. "This was left for you." My name was written across the front. Inside, there was only one sentence. "You've spent so much time wondering who I am. Maybe it's time you notice who you've become." I stared at it. Then I looked back through the notes I'd collected. Look up. I remembered looking out the window and noticing the old man struggling with his groceries. I'd helped him. Take the longer way home. I'd walked through the park and met the neighbor who later became one of my closest friends. Say yes to something unexpected. I'd agreed to a job interview for the job I now loved. I rushed back to the cafe. "Who left these?" The barista smiled. "I don't know. What do you mean?" She pointed toward the corner table. A woman was sitting there, writing something on a tiny piece of paper. She looked up. It was my handwriting. I froze. She smiled, then folded the note and placed it underneath her coffee cup. I walked over. "Who are you?" She laughed. "Someone who used to need those notes." She slid the paper toward me. I opened it. It said, "Now it's your turn." I looked at the empty table beside me, and suddenly, I understood. The notes had never been about finding the person who started them. They were about making sure the kindness didn't stop. So the following Monday, I arrived early. I ordered 2 coffees, and underneath one of the cups, I left a little note. "Look around."